So something a bit different today. I wanted to talk about the importance of cycling and bikes and the whole hobby for mental health. I've always struggled with various issues of anxiety and things like that since I was a child, and this whole sort of cycling hobby and this project as well, then going on from that, has just been a huge lift um, to my mental health and my well-being. That I think you can give that to a lot of people. It's I mean, I could never have done something like this, like running the project and making these videos and things, as I was going back sort of 10 years ago. It just wouldn't have happened. My anxiety would have stood in the way. And I think riding, first of all, riding is a huge thing. Doesn't matter what type of riding you're doing, road riding, mountain biking, BMX, all of it, just messing about, in the street, whatever, just getting out on a bike in the open air. It gives you headspace. Some people say that it gives them time to think through their thoughts and clear their head, but I find I don't think about anything when I'm riding other than the riding. So what gear I'm in, where I'm going next. You just get so involved in the ride, you don't have to think about anything else. And for somebody like me that's quite anxious, that doesn't happen very often. It's really important to have something that just switches you off from anxiety. And the more I speak to people, especially people my age now, I'm 49, we didn't talk about this kind of thing, when we were younger. It wasn't a thing that, especially for men, but in general, people didn't talk about anxiety. It wasn't a thing that was hugely discussed. And a lot of us are realizing now that we've always had issues that, were never kind of dealt with. And biking and the hobby of biking is a huge release for an amazing amount of people. The more people I meet through biking, the more people I find have got a similar mindset to me, where it's a huge emotional and mental support for them. I mean, it can be anything. It doesn't have to be cycling. People say you find that thing that you love, and once you do find that, it does make a huge difference to your life. It's you find new friends, you find new skills. It keeps your mind busy. I mean, I was coming out of work, out of a job I'd done for 23 years. I was coming out of that job in my mid-40s to become a carer for my wife after she became ill. So the mental health effects of that, obviously I was displaced because suddenly I wasn't working. I was finding I was justifying to people why I wasn't working, even though I'm a full-time carer, and that on its own is, ask anybody that's a carer, it's a proper job. It's not something you need to make excuses for. But I was finding I was making excuses as to why I wasn't in work on a Wednesday morning or whatever. If somebody knocked the door, I would make excuses and feel odd about being at home in the middle of the week. And then of course the project came along. I was riding a lot and that was helping, but then the project came along, and it's just completely changed I can do it. I can be here for Rach. I can do it in my free time. I'm doing it from home. I'm in the back garden. The house is there, and it's a huge thing. It's made a massive difference. I think, especially at my age now, for anybody at my age, having a focus and having something that's just for you is a huge thing. It's a huge mental health boost. And I would, if I could help anybody with questions about getting into the hobby and how they get started, I can obviously help them with the bike. So if you're thinking you need that release, I can help with all that. I can help you with riding routes if you're local to me. I'll come out with you. We'll have a chat. I'll come out with you and we'll have a chat. It's anything I can do, having been through it myself, to help someone else. I'm really happy to do. But yeah, don't underestimate it. I mean, obviously there's all the physical aspects of it that are good for you too, but the mental health side of it is huge. So yeah, don't underestimate that side of it.